In September of 1939, Bob Wedge and Fred King, two eager fishermen, hunted to find an uninhabited fishing spot. Establishing a track to the beautiful white sandy beaches of Wedge Island, both the men and their families regularly spent their summers fishing and enjoying their newfound serenity. When the war hit the shores in 1939, the area was declared out of bounds by the Army. Eventually, 1950 saw the transition from tents to shack constructions, built with recycled corrugated iron, from which water was gathered and became suitable for the fishermen's families. With this sought-after lifestyle came its challenges, with an ever-growing threat that their lifestyle would end. The Wedge Island Protection Association, or WEPA, was established in 1968, with their aim to ensure the enjoyment and protection of the environment and community. WEPA works hard with the Wedge community, providing fundraising, emergency services, shack lease agreements, and working with the Yuwut Aboriginal people, the traditional owners of the land. This collaborative approach protects and preserves the humble lifestyle at Wedge Island, a community that reflects the simplicity of yesteryear. The Gun Club was erected in the early 1980s as a place for the community to get together and socialise. It provided a clay shooting range, a cricket pitch, and a small 13-hole golf course. Over the years, the Gun Club has provided many memorable events, such as birthdays, celebrations, raffles, and dress-ups like the Roaring Twenties. This was the birthplace of many traditional annual events that are still held in the community today.
My name is Gary Cream. I am a shack owner at Wedge Island, shack number 287. Now, I've been coming up here for, this Easter will be 25 years. I had a big birthday party up here, my 60th birthday at the Gun Club. That was huge, that was fantastic. You know, there's so many good functions. You have so many birthday parties with close friends and monumental birthdays and celebrations and get-togethers. With the New Year's coming in all the time, we always start here and finish here. But there's always great celebrations, and there are many, many, many people that have had wonderful times up here, especially in Cobber Digger's Shack, where we get everyone together. And everybody is warm and fuzzy, and they all feel like family, the family you get on with.
Unfortunately, the Gun Club festivities have come to a halt for the moment due to unforeseen circumstances. But that doesn't stop this community. Annual events still occur here at Wedge, bigger and better than ever over at the helipad. Let's go there now. Located in the middle of the entry to Wedge and the beachfront, the helipad is a mutual meeting place, home to their very own fire station, nurses station, and of course, the helicopter pad. But don't be fooled, this place isn't that serious. When there isn't an emergency, this helipad comes alive. This is a meeting place for all Wedgies to get to know each other. Every year, annual events such as the New Year's Eve party, Easter ball, the fun run, numerous days on the green, WEPA meetings, the Wedge auction, and the most popular event of the year, the Australia Day cricket match, where hundreds of people set up around the green under marquees with food and drinks to go around. Locals buy merchandise from the van to support the community and wear it with pride. The afternoon is filled with laughter, jokes, and some friendly banter with some great new mates to get along with.
Our name is Graham and Debbie Herbert. We own Shack 18 at Wedge Island. My favourite community event in Wedge Island is definitely the Australia Day Cricket Day. I'm the captain of Herbie's Heroes. We've won the last 7 Wedge Island World Cricket Championships in a row. Absolutely unbeatable. With myself and a lot of our friends that we've made at Wedge. And that's just one of the best days, and the amount of people sitting there watching around the boundary, like this year was as big as I've ever seen. There must have been a couple of hundred people there at least. And it's just a great day. Have a couple of beers while you're playing cricket, and sometimes you go good, sometimes you don't go so good.
Hi, around here I'm known as Nezzy, and I share our shack with my wife Tash and my 2 kids, Nicole and Ben. We've been part of the Wedge community for 4 years, having originally been introduced to the Wedge life by Gary Crean. We always make an effort to attend every Wedge community event, whether it's the New Year's Eve party, the Easter ball, the fun run, the Anzac Day dawn service, numerous days on the green, the Wedge auction, but nothing beats the Australia Day cricket match. Just amazing community spirit, competitive fun and lots of laughs. We never miss it.
These events, on occasion, host live bands that are paid for by the Wedgies and are generally locally sourced and unknown. Band members are welcomed and housed by the community for the weekend and is always included in the shenanigans that go with them. But what if you're not in a partying mood? What do? Come with me and I'll show you. But first, don't forget to stop at the local ice shack on your way out. At $5 a bag with an honesty box, these freezers hold all your esky needs for those hot days at the beach. As we come over the dunes, you will see out on the horizon a few cray fishing boats moored not far from the land, surrounded by marine life making itself known. If you look past the dolphins and to your left, you will see Wedge Point. Sundays, when the tide is out, a sandbar appears where you can walk straight out to the island. Careful not to miss that tide though, as there are sharks all around and it can take a few hours to get the tinny out there to come rescue you. A common sight to see is the shore full of cars and awnings, kids and dogs playing in the waves and the adults listening to tunes while cooking a barbie from the back of the car for lunch.
Our favourite community event would probably be Easter time, where everyone's involved, all the kids get down, and there's races organised from all ages, from the little toddlers right up to the adults, and everyone races along the beach and gets ribbons and trophies, and kids are getting their faces painted, and the activities are just fantastic.
None of our family are surfers or fishermen, and our four-wheel drive was really taken off the road before we had Wedge, so we had very limited experience. People then asked us, what do we do up at Wedge then? Well, setting up camp for the day on the pristine beach, catching up with friends and enjoying each other's company over a few drinks, listening to tunes and singing up a storm is all we need.
The morning surf is crisp with a few bodyboarders and surfers catching the morning rays, while the afternoons, the dunes are full of four-wheel drives. Be careful of the path you take, as there has been a few abandoned vehicles over the years and cliff drops. On the days where the wind has taken the soft sand off the top of the dunes, you can see the roof of an abandoned Land Cruiser buried in the heart of the dunes. But not everyone you meet up here is a shack owner. The community is built from friends and family from all over. We even come across backpackers from time to time. Weeper and the community have included the local day tripper into their lives, and you're welcome anytime. All we ask is for you to be respectful and considerate of one another and the environment around us. So come join us. I hear there's a live band down at the helipad. Let the good times roll.